Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start by thanking PTTGC and the organizing committee for having me here today to participate in this very important event. Just now, Dr. Summers has talked about bioplastics. What bioplastics really are is either bio-based or biodegradable. So a lot of people, think of it as either one or both of these two perspectives. But there are a lot more to bioplastics. Okay, the key important thing is that this whole morning and in the early afternoon, we have been talking about recycling, upcycling, which is very good. And the next question is that what is the next material that is able to replace the conventional plastics? Is bioplastics going to be the solution for the future? We do not know. But what is important to know, and I think there's a lot of questions in everybody's minds, is that, what can bioplastics do? What are the applications for bioplastics? Before I go into that, I'd like to do a very quick introduction of our company, NatureWorks. Are you able to launch that, or I can just skip that? Great, thanks.
Back in 1989, we had a big, crazy idea. What if we could turn greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide into products? Nature does it all the time, turning carbon dioxide into plants, entire forests, and huge structures like coral reefs. So we got to work, looking to plants for inspiration. Plants capture and sequester carbon dioxide, transforming it into long-chain sugar molecules. We ferment those sugars to make lactic acid, the building block of a whole range of advanced materials we call NGO. It took a lot of hard work and some real innovation to bring these new materials to market. But today, NGO is made into products like coffee capsules, diapers, cups, yogurt packaging, and electronics. And we're still innovating. Right now, we're working with bacteria to see if they can transform methane or carbon dioxide into NGO. Because we believe at the intersection of science, technology, and sustainability, we can change the world without changing it at all. NGO, naturally advanced.
Okay. I think there's a brief introduction of what NGO PLA can do. Over here is, again, a listing of some of its application. Actually, we have been around for like 20 plus, 30 years. And the segment that has been pretty much well established is in the food and beverage packaging, as well as the food serviceware segment. But apart from that, many people do not know that actually NGO PLA can also be used in a lot of different applications, such as in the building and construction industry, in landscaping and agriculture, in 3D printing, in electronics and appliances, in medical and hygiene, in beauty and household, for infiltration and infusion, as well as performance chemicals. Here is a very quick snapshot of very typical food and beverage applications that we see that NGO PLA can be used to replace conventional plastics. And one of the value for this is that it is compostable. And it goes very well with food waste. So that the food waste together with this material or NGO-made compostable plastics can be recycled, or rather can be compostable back into our nature. One very important and a hot topic right now is that the development of coffee capsules. Annually, there are about 40 billions of coffee capsules that are being consumed and disposed every year. And it's a waste because the coffee ground in the capsule itself is actually high in organics. And these are not recovered simply because the capsule itself is not compostable. If we do a strip down of the coffee capsule, first of all, in the top layer, there is a lidding. This lidding can be made by film or fiber. And in the body itself, it can be a fiber filter or a plastic capsule. And all of these components, depending on what structure you're looking at, can be replaced with NGO PLA. Next, these are some of the applications in terms of the fiber non-woven segment. In terms of beauty and household, Injo PLA can be used to make apparel, beauty wipes, bedding, reusable bags, cleaning wipes, and vacuum bags. Under the medical and hygiene segment, we have diapers, medical fabrics, and wipes as well. For food and beverage, instead of the aluminum baking tray, Injo PLA can be used for such purposes. Coffee capsule, we have talked about it, and the next one is tea bag. And other applications in the building and construction, as well as the landscape and agriculture industry. I'd like to talk a little bit about the tea bag application. Actually, last year in 2018, UK consumes 60 billion cups of coffee every year. And what happens is that they realize that this big tea habit that they have has a big plastic problem. And that's because a lot of these tea bags has a traditional plastic or fossil-based plastic in them, which is polypropylene. And this component can be replaced using Injo PLA. The next application that I want to share with is the refrigerator liners. In this chart here, you can see the energy consumption over the lifespan of a refrigerator. On the top button, which is the green circular button, are the energy consumption for a liner that is made with petroleum-based plastics, such as HIPS. And over at the bottom, you can see that for liners that are made with Injo PLA, that gives better insulation property, it consumes much lesser energy than the conventional plastics. The last application I want to showcase here is 3D printing. Again, 3D printing uses the very inherent properties of Injo PLA itself. Because, first of all, it has got low thermal shrinkage properties, which means that it enables very high resolution printing for even complex parts. And secondly, it has got very good adhesion layer-to-layer performance. And thirdly, it is able to print at a low temperature, meaning it is a safer material to use compared to conventional plastics. And last but not least, it does not emit any unpleasant odors, again, compared to traditional plastics like ABS. So over here, you can see some of the pictures of the applications that is being used for 3D printing. Again, it has gone beyond the simple figurines and display that we normally see for 3D printing application. It has gone to be able to make a drone over here that is completely 3D printed using Injo PLA, a prosthetic hand that helps children with needs, and a mechanical functional part. Last but not least, on behalf of the company, I would want to let everyone know that NatureWorks is committed to sustainable agriculture. We are committed that by 2020, 100% of our feedstock will be certified as sustainably and responsibly managed via ISCC+. And this is also a commitment to the Ellen MacArthur Foundation as part of the New Plastics Economy Initiative. With that, thank you very much.